And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Now a first down throw, gone. Incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, but it's going to be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Goff, and able to find Higbee. It's complete, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Yard line, 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Tackled by Sampson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
The good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way, but sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire? So conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll let it go deep for Freeman. It's room to run now. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Complete to
a good pickup there, a 22.
Goal, Chicago.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why it came right up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Score Bears 10, Rams nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
On third down, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
The punt for the Bears.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw is gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Goff now looking to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over.
18-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Rams, nothing.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
17 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
2nd and 5.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
O'Donnell on.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Tight end Higbee. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 45-yard line.
first down. It's gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Patterson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Bears first down.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He whips that one incomplete there. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Well, they have gotten lucky. Trying to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes Webster. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt, but a nice nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Gone. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun. Goff. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Freeman. He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing again is gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Third and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Tyler Higbee. Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And complete this one to Patterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throw here on second down, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Gain of 15.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It leads to second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he will score. Touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and one.
Second and a yard at the Rams' 37-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third and short.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he He's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
He was brought down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him?
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Here's Trubisky. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Gone. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 50, it's gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Gone. A double team, and it's intercepted. And Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
No game.
The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
At the 40-yard line.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Junior. John Johnson on the coverage.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 28, Bears 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle
will be credited to Jake Ryan.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Lets this one look toward Graham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Trubisky to throw again. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. John Johnson with an INT. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, LA. Devontae Freeman, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bears 16.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Trubisky gives to Cohen. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
To Jimmy Graham.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. His throw incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he stopped immediately there.
Cam Akers
in on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's all the way out to the 39-yard line that time. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ball carrier.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That's on the right guard, sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they will take a knee here. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Tonight's final score.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime,